Yo, what's going on, guys? Matt Miller back out here. Today is my first trip of 2019. Now, I was out here for 5 minutes casting this bait around, and I already caught a fish. I did not think I was going to catch one. I'll leave a picture of it right here in the left-hand side. Fishing this bait I got out of Mystery Tackle Box. This little Bagley square bill here. Silent version in a red crawl color. Red crawl is a killer springtime color, and as you can see, that bass had a red on his mouth from munching on crawfish. The lake is still frozen, as you guys can see. A little bit of a separation here on the bank, very little, but the whole lake is frozen still, besides this channel right here. It's really muddy, very stained, so the red crawl color should work good. I didn't know how it was going to be. I brought a few baits just to try out, and I already caught a solid 2-pounder. Fishing this new Lose speed spool. This is an Xfinity. I just got it like 2 weeks ago, maybe a little longer, in a white color with green. I got 12-pound monofilament on there by Suffix, and I'm right here. I'm just using an old Berkeley lightning shock rod, 7-foot medium heavy. They've changed this recently. It's different, but this is the old school version. And man, guys, we're gonna see what we can do. Stay tuned. Basically starting with moving baits just because this water is really stained and muddy. It's Mississippi brown, so I really want to start with a moving bait, and then if I find some fish I can go back and kind of slow work it with maybe something different like a jig or something. But with the water this muddy, I really want to use a moving bait to try to find some fish to start, and then kind of go from there. But I'm pretty sure I had two or three bites, and I did land one fish like 5 to 7 minutes after I got out here, which was a solid 2-pounder, which is kind of crazy. So we're just going to work up and down in this channel. We're hoping we can find some more. There's some debris in here just because of all the rain and snow melting and stuff. We've had a lot of flooding. I know people that might be out in Nebraska. Hope you guys are doing all right out there. I know it flooded really bad out there. Some of the worst they've seen, so I'm wishing you guys the best of luck out there and wherever else may be flooding that bad. Alright guys, fish on. Second one of the day on the red square bill here. Nice little bass. Looks like I barely got him hooked here. He's fighting good. There we go. Nice, man. Oh my god. Second fish of the day of 2019. Oh man, these fish are freezing too. Again, this is the only place that is unthawed at this lake right now. Catch them on a Mystery Tackle Box bait that I got. A little Bagley, flat-sided, square bill, silent, and just a red craw. Guys, see the roof of the mouth there? Nice and red. These springtime fish. He is still like a winter white color. Very cold. Get him back in the water. Nice little fish. See you, buddy. Just working my way down. Started fishing at the where the ice is over there. Just working my way in. Just kind of fan casting everywhere and just slow rolling this crankbait. And there we go. Fish number 2. Yeah, fishy, 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 fishy. Come out and play. So far, just those two fish. Been out here maybe 30 minutes. Have not been out here very long at all. And again, my water's pretty limited. This is the only channel that's unthawed that I know of. And everywhere else is just, you guys can see it's all solid ice. 2 days ago, the ice was probably in about this far. And now it's thawed out to about that far. This whole marina just covered in ice. And obviously it's not safe ice. These guys are ice fishing off the piers out there, so I don't think the ice is safe anymore to walk on, but the lake is still covered. And I'm hoping by the weekend it'll all be open water and it'll be game time. But right now I'm going to be coming out probably like every day. Just fishing this channel. Just slowly, just keep fishing as the ice unthaws. I only brought like 3 baits with me. I think a chatterbait would be a good option too with this cold water. I do have a spinnerbait which I may tie on later. I just started off with this square bill, but a chatterbait would be a good bait to bring out. I was seeing like a darker color, chartreuse, black and blue, something like that, because this water is so muddy right now. Just because everything's unthawing. But and then the farther back I go into the channel, I was gonna go cast near that bridge and stuff, but there's a guy fishing down there, so I just don't want to be in his way. Kind of give him some space, so I'm just working this area right now. And if he moves, I'll swing down over there. But everybody I see fishing is using it looks like minnows. They got buckets, so I'm guessing they're using minnows because they got bobbers on. And I am, of course, throwing a square bill, baby. Trying to get her done. Another fish on, guys. He knocked slack in my line. I don't think this is a bass. I do not think this is a bass. There's no way this is a bass. It feels too big. I think I got him caught in the tail. Whatever it is. I'm thinking it's a carp. I can see the line going back and forth. I don't know what I got. If it's a bass, it's going to be a big one. It is a carp. I knew it. Oh, he popped off. Alright. Cool. I see my line going like this. I was like, I got something in the tail. There's no way it's a bass. We had a big old carp on. It looked like to be a 15-pounder. He was huge looking. Alright, so started over there. I fished that for about probably 15 minutes along from the ice over to about where I'm at with no other bites. So I'm going to slowly work my way in and see what we can do. I'm glad that wasn't a big bass because he would have got off. Maybe we'll try a spinnerbait. See how a spinnerbait does. I also brought a little bladed bait too on the spinning gear, but I thought I'd throw that one last. I thought I'd start off with a bigger profile, kind of see what kind of mood these fish are in before I go more into a finesse style bait. There's one. Oh, he came off. Oh my god, he thumped it. Wow. He absolutely crushed it, it felt like. I think that one was a bite. I don't think that was a carp. I'm not sure though. I had him for like 2 seconds. I didn't even get to feel him fight. It just came off. felt like a good bite though. Again, the bait I'm throwing here is it's a Bagley, like balsa wood bait, I believe. And I got out of the mystery tackle box for the month of March in a red crawl color, silent, flat-sided square bill crankbait. Really good for cold water with that flat side, tight wobble to it. Perfect for cold water conditions like I'm fishing now. The water is really muddy, which that red color really pops in it. It might be better if this bait wasn't silent, but so far it's working good. Maybe if this bait had a little bit of rattles in it, it'd be even better in this muddy water, just so they can find the bait better. But so far I did have two fish catches on it. Again, I'm fishing a Lew's Speed Spool Xfinity, solid white color. It's a 7.5 to 1 gear ratio, 12-pound Suffix monofilament. And then I'm also fishing this Berkley lightning shock rod. This is a 7-foot medium heavy casting one. This is the old school lightning shock rod. They came out with a newer one. I've heard mixed reviews on that. I haven't fished it myself, but I do love this rod a lot. It's really good for square bills. Really, really good for fishing crankbaits. I like it a lot. And then, like I said, I haven't fished the newer model that they came out with. I don't think they make this model anymore. I've heard mixed reviews about that one breaking, like towards the reel handle, I think. But I've never had any issues with this one. This one I think is like 5 years old. My cork's all beat up on it. It's really, really old. But no eyelets broke on it. I have had no issues with this rod whatsoever. It's been a great rod for 50 bucks, so. Alright guys, as I make my way down here, I'm finding more and more debris of like this weird grass. And I'm getting caught up a lot. Still making my way down though, but I'm getting caught in a lot of junk. Square bill's having a hard time coming through the stuff down here. Feels totally different than where I was just fishing 100 feet away, which is crazy. Fish right by this little structure here. Might be a spot where the spinnerbait comes in handy. A little more weedless. Oh, there was a fish. He felt kind of little. He hit it almost when it hit the water. Wow. That was interesting.